About that time, everybody. Emceemur here. Welcome back to another fantabulous episode of Tuesday Night Live Streams. Playing one of my absolute favorites of all time, Defiance. Am I an MMO guy? No. Do I like this MMO? Abso-freaking-lutely. Don't ask me why. It just does things that other MMOs don't. It doesn't get in my face and ask for money. I don't have to pay it money. You can pay it money if you want to pay it money, but I don't have to pay it money. There are some things that it has done with this new 2050 version that, you know, unfortunately, I don't think it could be avoided. And I still wish that it hadn't happened, but I am liking playing through the campaign again, and tonight we're going to get into some PvP. We're going to build a sniper rifle, and we're going to do what I normally do in PvP. Try to play a support role and get some kills on the side if that's possible. So we're going to get right to it. Let's see what we got. So you know what? We got to talk about first. Yes. Can you build the ultimate weapon? Technically, no. Because as soon as you build that ultimate weapon, you're going to find another one. And it hasn't been built yet. And at its core, at its base, it's better than what you just got done doing. That's at all levels of the game. Your ego rating can always go up, okay? But that said, that doesn't mean you can't build what you have now and it be good enough to where it's going to last you a little while. And it's definitely going to last us tonight, and it's going to give us an opportunity to try it out and just get the flow, figure out what we do, the procedure for getting the most out of any given weapon. Joined by Gamers Manuel, Mr. Hashtag Later, welcome Manuel, and Captain Retro, King of Pickups, welcome Captain. We are customizing a sniper rifle. You're in time to see this. And for any of you out there that haven't done Defiance yet or just don't even know what it is, it's free. 2050 is such a gift to console owners that anyone on PS4 and Xbox One can just pick this up and run with it. If you haven't watched the Dadgum Show, binge watch all 3 seasons. I'm pretty sure they're still on Sci-Fi's website somewhere. They were really good. It's a great show. I could talk all day about the uniqueness of the product, but that's another video altogether, and a subject that I know we've covered in earlier Defiance streams and videos done right here on this channel. So let's go ahead and we're going to look at this weapon right now. The Deadbolt Top Notch. I love the look of the guns in this game. They range from alien and high-tech to archaic and held together with duct tape, and you can just do so much with them, and the look of them changes as you add the attachments. They really get character to them, and there's more content in this game now than ever before. Enhanced Weapon. This is what changed the most in the game, okay? This is what changed the most. The system of your power ranking and the modifying of the guns. It goes a little bit deeper than it used to. But at the core, again, I feel like I'm saying that a lot. Don't even say that, Captain. That's terrible. You gotta really use the gun you want to use, because your character's going to get better using that brand of weapon. They're going to get better at using that type of weapon. With my medic class, I'm doing sniping and I'm doing submachine guns for close range combat. So let's go ahead and look. The first thing we've got to do is add the mod slots. And this particular gun, you hope you pull one with this mod slots already on there so that you don't have to spend ceruleum cores. What are they? Ceruleum cores? Yeah, there's that now. To put mod slots on it. But I'm going to have to add some. So let's unlock a mod slot. You don't know which one you're going to unlock. And it really doesn't matter in this case that it is random, because we're going to have to put them all on there anyway if we really want to stack this thing up and get the most performance out of it that we want. Why are we rigging up a green gun and not something purple or legendary? Like I said, you can buy something. We could spend so much money on something, and you know what? Our ego rating is just going to go up, and we're just going to end up with a gun that is better than this one. So, you know, I think that it's more advantageous to play through the whole campaign, get as far as you're going to get in this game to where all you've got left is PvP and raids going on, and then try to build something. But for the sake of the procedure, we're going to do this tonight, and we're going to look at the best thing we can do here. Since this is a go-to weapon and I'm using it a lot, I want to go ahead and improve this one as much as we can. As you see in the right box here, we're adding the slots. Now, we got to have mods, and I don't have any, and we're going to have to pay for them. And that's okay, because we're still going to see what we got there. So we've got that. We want to modify the bonuses now. We'll get the mods to put in those slots in just a minute. But first, we want to modify this thing. So spend bonus ranks. It's not time for that yet. We need to... See, it's kind of weird how it's set up. You got to hit Y to enhance weapon, and then you can add the salvage to it. There wasn't salvage originally on this thing. Lucky Collector is here. Welcome, Lucky Collector. Ice Pirate has joined us. Welcome, Ice. We're in a camp here, so we're safe. Nobody's going to attack us for now. We have 24 pieces of sniper rifle salvage, and we're going to add it all. $18 pieces. I guess that's all we can do at once. Now, let's see how the damage and everything's going to jump once we bump this up. So, a pretty considerable boost in damage there. Up to 129 on it. So, it's ranked up full. It's ranked 10. I started my first Pokemon game. It's funny you said that. I started playing the trading card game on the computer last night again for the first time in ages. Could not for the life of me believe how much fun that was again, and won my first match back, so it was pretty cool. CM Retro Gaming, welcome CM. Great to have you on Tuesday night live streams. We've just added full mastery onto this gun with salvage. Might have overthought how much salvage I needed. Now we can modify the bonuses. You get bonuses on these guns, and it's random. You don't know what you're going to get. And we may not keep those. The recoil recovery, I mean, that's good. Reload is good. Although usually when you're in the shadows, you have some time to reload. We really want damage bonuses most of all. Again, this is for PvP. We're building this for one shot, one kill. Let's go get our mods. You can re-roll those. You can get another one in those slots, those perks, but you don't know what it's going to be, and then it locks. So you may end up with something you don't want, but we may go ahead and take an opportunity to do that. So let's take a look here. High caliber mod cache. So for 2,500 script, we're going to score a mod. A high caliber mod attaches to bolt action sniper rifles. That's what we're building. We've saved up the money. Let's get it, and let's hope we get something worth a horse duke. What did we get? A high caliber steady mag. Okay. Well, we're going to buy as many of those as we can buy because we need to get enough to fill all our slots, and we still may not. The mod you purchase is at random. And, you know, it didn't used to be that way. You used to go and just get whatever mod you wanted if you found it, and there could be some different variables on that. But where we're at now, it's just these caches, and you just get what you get. All right, so we got a stock. That's good because we're going to need that. Yeah, it was worth pouring money into on the last gen consoles. It really was. And while I did spend a little bit here and there, I didn't feel like I ever had to, but it was just fun. But we'll talk about how they went wrong in the transition to 2050 a little bit later as well. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm back at it, and I'm actually having fun going through the campaign again, even though that was not something I wanted to do. We may need one more mod here. I'm reading the chat and losing track of how many we bought, but let's go back into the modification right now. Our power ranking's gone up because we've adjusted this thing, but we're not done adjusting it. We're still gonna do some action here. So let's go into the mods. Add a mod. We got a stock, a high caliber balanced stock, plus 8.82 on the recoil. So that's gonna help us hold it steady when we're trying to get those headshots. We're gonna put it on, and we've got it. As you can see, the look of the gun changes when you add that. And I absolutely love that. Again, that's how you personalize these guns. That's how you make them your own. So that's done. I don't think we got a barrel modification, which we sorely need. A high caliber steady mag. I don't even know if that's what I want for that. A high caliber persistent sharp shooter scope. Well, that sounds good. If we can use it. It's not acting like it wants us to. Add mod. Yep, you got to get that going, man. I need some help on these games. I need some people to come play this with me. It's not letting me use those mods. That's strange. Said they could be attached to a bolt action sniper. Okay, here we go. The menus lag out at some points. This game has been having some bugs and issues lately, and it really wasn't having them shortly after launch. It was fine. Whoa, look at the scope on that thing. They stole that telescope from a pirate. This is something I would pour time into again. Yeah, I don't see any reason why not, man. Can I add this ammunition? It just doesn't want me to. Alright, well, more mods then. We've got the sight on there and we've got the stock, and we'll look at how that changed things momentarily. The sight on it is really nothing to write home about. Bolt action sniper rifles, semi-automatic sniper. Yeah, so I mean, we should be covered there. What do we get? A Commando Scope. We don't need that. Well, we've only got enough for one more, so let's see what we get. Come on, barrel. So we've got a bag of scopes here. That's not good. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and go back in here. Out of all that, we only ended up with one mod that we could use. Now, granted, it's an important one. Well, we got the scope. We got two, but it wasn't even showing two on the thing there, on the blips. So we've got a little bit of recoil reduction, and we've got the scope. But that's not all. In fact, that's really the least of what I needed done. We're going to at least buff the damage. My water phone came in. You have a phone for underwater? Add mod. It just doesn't want to let us use that ammunition, the corrosive high caliber ammunition. I don't understand that. I guess those just can't be used for this, but it said all of those could be, so I don't know. We've already got a stock on there, so it won't let us look and see if those were compatible or not. That's really strange. But anyway, we're not done modifying with what we've got here. Let's go into modify the bonuses. I think we're going to re-roll the reload bonus because I'm not so concerned with that. Let's see what we get. Alright, so they give you a choice. Better fire rate, better fall off distance, or you can go back with what you had. I'm almost liking that fire rate. If we can bump up that, in case we miss that headshot, we can bump back really quickly. So we'll take the fire rate, and then that locks. Now we have 10 ranks, and we spend the bonus ranks on these. I want to bump up damage mostly. I'm glad we got that bump on the fire rate. Now that's just changed to where we have a fire rate buff. I'm not really ready to bump that up so much as I'm ready to put it all into damage. We want damage. Confirm. Boom. Okay. So now this thing is most likely at the most damage it can do without a barrel upgrade. And we needed that barrel upgrade and we didn't get it. I don't know if they still have the places where you can just buy the mods that you want, and I think the purpose behind that is they want you spending more money to buy things and not know what you get. Now, there's some fun in not knowing what you get, but not necessarily. Not in this case. I needed to know that everything we got could be used on this gun, and I needed to know that we could most likely get one of each mods for all the slots. But at any rate, now that we have this, yeah, look at this scope. Boy, if you can't snipe them with that, you can't snipe them. Woronkadonk. Okay, so we've got it. We've got what we need done. Let's look at the map and see what's going on. We know that we can go seamlessly in and out of PvP right here. So, I know we're going to go to Iron Demon Ranch. And down here, and we haven't traveled this far playing the campaign again, but there's a spot down here that sold really good sniper mods, and I don't even know if that vendor is still there, but we're sure going to look. Yes, I can see it. Will we be effective in PvP? I don't know. Now, let's talk about that. Let's talk about why we may not be, but why we would have been in the original Defiance. You were a factor at any caliber in the other Defiance. You may not have been great, but with a well-placed explosive or you know, sticky grenades, you could get your kills. You could play a role. Now with the power rating system, it's more and more likely that you just don't have what you need this early on to be a factor. But it's all matchmaking and how good that gets done. And you hope that you can get put somewhere where you can take on people your size. I don't need any Gulanite. Goodness knows I've got some stuff I can sell that I don't need, and we may very well do that so that we can get one more chance at a mod here. In fact, we're going to do that since we don't need this weapon. Let's sell it. We're going to sell this. I want to hold on to that shotgun. I don't know if we're going to use that. Let's read about this thing, because it didn't let us use it. Attachable to bolt action sniper rifle. It wouldn't let us attach it. Like I said, there's some weird stuff going on with this game sometimes. Attachable to bolt action sniper rifles. Totally did not let us use it. Not really my pick for a mag. I'd rather have an extension with extra bullets. But that recoil buff may be nice to have. We definitely don't need any more scope action going on. I may save those just in case we do another sniper rifle down the line. Chances are we're going to. But yeah, I don't get why we can't add those to it. I mean, I'll try one more time before we go into a match here and try it out, but that's just really strange to me. It looks like it's compatible with all sniper rifles, and it's just not letting us do it. Add a mod. I mean, that is just the weirdest thing. And the ammo, still the same deal. That is, man. You know, there's been a lot of complaints about Defiance lately. If you read on social media, and I'm one of them, people just always complaining that stuff's not working right. So we've just spent money on things that in theory we should be able to use, but we cannot. Now, all in all, we saw the procedure as far as how you would upgrade this thing optimally if it was doing what it was supposed to do, but it's not. So let's go into competitive matchmaking. We're going to go into a quick match, and we're just going to see what happens. We're probably going to get creamed, but we're going to try to do what we need to do. PvP ranges into a number of different scenarios, including but not limited to a domination-esque kind of capture the points kind of thing. But yeah, I didn't have that issue in the original. I never did. There were different issues, and it's an MMO, and it's going to have those issues. But that's pretty serious when you're spending real money on stuff, and then you end up you can't, you know, not being able to use it. Thankfully, this was bought with in-game money, but see, it's stuff like that that makes me, I'm standoffish about giving you real money again. I mean, I went all in Collector's Edition on Defiance Day 1 when it came out.
We're about to enter the battleground. Be prepared. These
We're about to enter the battleground.
Well equipped as you.
By all means, let's do it. See, now that they've changed the difficulty ranges of enemies by territory, you can't go all over the map like you used to. You go down to that area where I said they were selling the mods, you'd get creamed right now. There'd be, dark matter and scrappers that would just rip you. Yeah, if you remember on the old gen systems, you had to patch every day. Are we getting into a match here, or what are we doing? Does DLC spill over? I mean, pretty much. Everything's here that was in the original game, and then much, much more. What did not spill over was everybody's items. In fact, they had so much trouble getting the stuff to transfer over, they pretty much had to put a cap on when they would take requests from people that needed help with it, because they knew it was just a botch. They've given us some free things in the interim, too. So am I just stuck in matchmaking forever? That's a little ridiculous, isn't it? There's still plenty of people playing this game, and I've seen them because I play the matches. You know, I'm playing the campaign. We get into these raids, people show up, and sometimes they're cool and sometimes they're not. But not much going on here. Try out our gun, though. Waronka, Waronka. It is and it isn't, but yeah, because I mean, now that it's class-based, you're pretty much into making a new character, and there's going to be new things you probably want that character to have and to do, so... But I'm afraid here we are, Tuesday night live streams, and I think we're catching Defiance on a bad night. Yeah, this is not what we wanted to do. We're trying to get into a match here. Waiting for 11 more players. Are you freaking duking me? Where are the people playing? It's a free dadgum game. Everybody that pays memberships and monthly things to play these other games out there, and I don't get it. For what? Admission should always be free on these things. I'm sorry. MMOs, they don't provide that level of intimacy that a single player, you know, open world game does. So to me, that's how you make up with that. Waiting for 12 more players. We've lost one.
Our client is offering a substantial reward for information leading to the recovery of the property.
Matchmaking. Leave. Because that's obviously not happening. Competitive or shadow war. Let's see if anybody's doing a shadow war. See if that does any better.
Shadow war. Be careful. We're going up against other Ark hunters now.
If this game really just falls flat on its face and it dies, it's going to be a real shame because they really have put a lot in here for you. Well, there's no point sitting around here. I mean, if we're going to wait to get into something, it'll let us know when or, you know, if or when we actually get in. Let's take a drive. This car I'm driving, they actually gave out free. I had one just like it in the other one that did not transfer over. It was hot pink, so it wasn't my first choice of paint jobs, but, you know, you don't always get your pick. But, yeah, that didn't transfer over, so... It was just a complete botch. And I really wasn't wild about playing the campaign over again. Oh, great. Googly. You better drive. We do not want to wrestle with that thing. Okay. But playing the campaign again has been fun. There's some parts that I guess I just forgot about, or I swear maybe a little bit different. I don't know. And with a change in the class system and all that, the development of your character is at least different. Waiting for 12 more players. I mean, this is pathetic, dude. This is absolutely pathetic. And it's like, even if the PvP didn't work in this game, that's not even where this game shines. Where it shines is the fact that you have all these raids and this fantastic campaign and story that you can play by yourself or with the other people in the world. And just really, really enjoy the immersiveness of it. I seldom play PvP, that's the truth, and yet it's a very robust setup that it offers. But here we're seeing that there's just nobody playing this. And that's ridiculous to me. And if we do this tonight and it just doesn't take off, we will try it on PS4, maybe in a subsequent week. There's a handful of new classes. I'm a medic. I mean, it wasn't really class-based last time so much as it was just race and, you know, make your own character and all that kind of thing. So you've got engineer, medic, and then just, you know, a regular fighter, soldier type. I don't know what, I can't remember what they exactly call that, but I think there's 4 different classes you can go with. It's kind of really sad nobody's playing. That's what the episode was supposed to be about tonight. We're supposed to get it going. And the thing is they are. I've been in raids this week prepping for tonight that had like 50 people in them. And it was, so where are they right now? I don't know, but... And then you got to wonder, is it the matchmaking? I mean, what are we not getting done here? Let's read the signs here. My, we've come a long way. Well, we are not ready to go down there yet. Gen X Grown Up has joined us. Welcome, Gen X. And we've just been instantly blown up by something. These dudes are going to tear us up. Yeah, we are not where we're supposed to be. So we'll go back. I don't get that we can't get a match going. I think it's matchmaking more than anything. And to confirm that, we will go to, you know, an event going on and try to get something going on. There's just nothing going on. It's absolutely dead on here. There's no arc falls. There's no nothing. No, we want to fast travel. Unbelievable, man. The work I've done gearing up for tonight, and Defiance is like taking a night off. And again, I'm playing this on PS4 as well as Xbox One. So there is that. Co-op matchmaking we're not doing. Is this set on Earth or somewhere else? This is Earth. However, Earth has been terraformed by the Votans coming to Earth. If you watch the first season of this, even a few episodes, I guarantee you'll be hooked. Defiance was so great. Alright, so we just cannot get anything going here. Competitive matchmaking. We're just going to pick different things. Capture and hold. So we're going to say quick match again. We'll do some stuff and we'll see if it matches us in one. In the meantime, we've got a we've got some arc falls on the docket here. So let's go do one.
Time to go.
Give me a breakdown of the plot. Basically, a bunch of aliens come here not wanting to, but they had nowhere else to go. And we were not in a position to do much about it. Not unlike Robotech when you think about it. So everybody's kind of forced to coexist, but obviously that doesn't work very well. Then there's all kind of outside sources like the Volge that are still coming from space that are even more of a threat. So you've got the whole apocalypse wasteland mixed with technology thing going on.
I'm detecting a lot of movement right under your feet.
But it's one of those shows that has a story that you'll get into, and it's not just sci-fi cheese. I'm not going to say you won't see some sci-fi cheese in it, because it's a sci-fi show. But it is good. Alright, so we got a crystal to blow up.
We've got an arc fall on its way. You never know what's going to come out of those things, so take precautions.
Advanced weapon system. Nice.
Now that looks useful. I've spotted some advanced weaponry.
We have an advanced weapon.
Great, let's use that weapon to break up the crystal.
Oh, Ronkadonk.
We've got more incoming 99ers.
Rockadon.
Break it apart and these guys will run away. Keep it up. We've almost
Gotta
got
destroy
it.
this crystal. A hellbug.
Hellbug's heading in our direction.
There we are.
I've detected some
Look, see, here's some
particularly
gamers. Y'all want to play a
enemies.
quick match? Let's play a quick match. The purple icons, of course, indicate other players. There are people playing this, but matchmaking is bunk. Might have us a better shield there. Got us some stuff. What did we get? Number 1. It's alarming that I'm number 1 on a lot of these lists, because it's like, oh, then there's really not much going on here in the way of players then. That's a good gist of it, Captain. But a lot of the races are coexisting with the humans, and, you know, while they're not thrilled about it, they're not all necessarily enemies trying to kill each other, but that's where they stir the drama up. You got all these different races now inhabiting Earth, and they've all got their own ways that they live and things that they do, and it's intense. It makes for a great backdrop for a great show that I wish could continue going on, but they needed to make room for more Sharknado movies. And it is what it is, I guess. Got an arc fall up here.
Ready to roll.
We are still waiting for players in quick match. And I'm going to tell you what, if we don't get a single match going on this thing tonight, I'm going to be lighting Trion up on social media later tonight. They are absolute failures at what they do, and they dilute everything they've done. They try to make 15 different MMOs when they can't even run one successfully. And that really blows my mind how that is a business model for anyone. Well, we're failing at this. Let's do another one just like it. And then when we're failing at it, we'll do another one just like that. Until we have 15 of these things. It's like buying an animal and realizing you can't care for it, so you buy a dozen more of them. You wouldn't do that. And then the animal's dying. It's waiting for players in a quick match that are never coming. So, you know, that said, you can get on here and just really enjoy yourself. Okay, that one's already over. Let's go ahead and fast travel here. And we'll go to the other one. I'm going to tell you, when this game was in its heyday, it was rocking. But 2050 never really got off the ground. And it's all Trion's fault. They botched everybody's accounts coming over. All that new excitement that they created saying, hey, it's coming to current gen. All these players woke up and were like, oh my god, I would play that again. Oh, and I can transfer my character? Great. They should have known they weren't going to be able to do that because they suck. They promised us the world and they delivered nothing. And you know what? I owe my success on those videos that I did on this platform to their failures, because people were tuning in saying, well, how can I transfer my stuff? Can you tell me how? And yeah, I could, but it wasn't working for everybody. And that was the part that was out of my hands. I even proved seamlessly that there was cross-platform on this that just wasn't being allowed. Because I had stuff from my 360 account showing up on my PS4. Yes, that happened. So, just an absolute flustercuck of crap.
Arcfall. Let's go earn some strip. But let's also stay alive. This
Here, eat a grenade. Oh, good lord. What's with the 99ers tonight? Well, we built this gun. Let's use it. Shoot him right in the bahonkus.
I'm detecting instability in the crystal.
What we got here
Is that
just in time, this crystal's blowing up too. Hey! I wasn't here in time to rank high on this one. Waiting for 12 more players. I guess nobody's playing PvP. But that's what I came here to do tonight. Got some salvage. I gotta say, it's kind of on me for not testing the PvP waters out ahead of time. What is this? What do we got going on here? Okay, we'll go see what that is. There's a nearby arc ball too. It is still better than Anthem. Yeah, Anthem was so boring. What an absolute snore. I hated that immediately. Go get 6 balls. Bring them here. Now go get 6 more balls. Bring them here. You win! What is this, a kid's game? Absolute trash. The Destiny killer, indeed. BioWare killer. Destiny had already killed itself. Bad business models, my dude! Bad business models! And Trion, right here, they're a prime example of it. They can't get enough of doing bad business. They pretty much had to come right out and say, look, we flubbed the transfers, and if you didn't get one done by now, you're not going to get one. So, sorry. Hope you enjoyed playing Defiance all over again. And see, somebody like me has an easier time looking past that to continually enjoy the product. I'm by no means excusing them, but you've got people that spent real money, lots of it, and then was promised, you know, you can get it onto your game, and then they couldn't. Oh, okay, well, just buy it all again and play the whole game over. Well, maybe I don't want to do that. That line of work, that usually goes down in mobile games. And it's funny how the people that play those games are more receptive to that. They don't seem to mind it because they're used to throwing their money away. All right, what's my contract? But that's not how we roll. The factions of the Bay Area frontier admire those who consistently provide assistance. Okay. Up your ball game. Your ball game's strong. Look at this. So you can buy these things. See, we could get some kill. See, look at this. If I'd spent my hard-earned currency through doing these missions for one of these and then couldn't attach it to the weapon they said I could. That ain't flying, man. That ain't flying. Well, had we had some money, we could have come back here and just got one of these. See, there's still so much that can be done. You know what I mean? Regardless of the level of functionality, there's still so much that can be done. But it doesn't excuse it it doesn't excuse it not working. Let's get us another mod here. What do we get? Another stock. Well, whoop-de-doo. Well, that is a see-through bag of horse dongs. Friends, I'm on the West Coast this week and have to head out. Hey, John, always great to have you step in, dude. We still got to have a phone conference one night and catch up on some things, so I'll keep at you on that. I've been hard to pin down lately, but it's been busy here. They're just not going to give us the match. We'll dance a little bit. This is lame, dude. This is a real downer. Thumbs down, Trion. Just pull the game, dude. Pull it if it ain't going to do any more than this. Let's try to go in through this. I don't want to do co-op. We want to fight. Waiting for 11 more players. Waiting for 12 more players. Great matchmaking. I find it very hard to believe that nobody is doing PvP on this. Look at this action up here. We're going up here. Well, we'll at least give you some action for the remainder of this thing, but this is bad, dude. This is bad. Well, Captain, you go live, and we'll send everybody over that way when you do. We'll do a Captain raid. Yeah, I'm the same way, guys. I haven't watched a single one of Captain streams on it because I'm gonna be slower getting through the game than everybody else. And a game like that that's so heavily story driven, I can't have the spoilers going on. But plenty of people are streaming that game, plenty of people are watching that game, so by all means, still something great to stream, just not something that I'm going to watch because I'm actually playing it. A lot of people are still on the fence of whether or not they want to buy it or not, and I don't think there's anything to worry about there. I think you got yourself a really great game in Days Gone. Really upset about that save game bug. I'm over it. I mean, I lost some game time. I don't take that lightly, but it seems like a pretty major issue for a game to have, but I'm not going to not enjoy the rest of the experience because of that. If it happens again, you know, then we got to look at, is it worth my time? But a hell bug uprising is the closest thing we're going to get to some action. We're going to get out with our new sniper rifle, but we won't know how it does on real people because we can't get a match going. We can't even shoot these bugs right now because they're frozen. This game is trash, bruh. It's broken. Yeah, 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 yeah. There's hell bugs frozen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay. You know what? Let's just back out of the game altogether because, wow, right now. And right back in we go, and we'll see if that... Oh. Trion, brace yourself. The tweets are coming. They'll probably block me. Your game is garbage! I'm sitting there trying to sell you on playing it, and it's absolutely malfunctioning garbage. And the last couple nights, it's been okay. I knew something was up when we couldn't attach those mods. Something was up on that. You don't do these big patches every time you play anymore like you did on last gen, although I'm starting to think that you need to. Something's very wrong with this. Based on how things went tonight, I can honestly tell you I would not put real money in this game ever now. It was never necessary anyway, but with what we've seen here tonight, these people are not committed to a product running well. This has been a product for so long now. I mean, what was it, 2012? I mean, it might have been earlier than that. I don't even remember when Defiance came out. Yeah, Titanfall 2 walks on water, and it didn't get any recognition. And then here we have this piece of crap here, and it's like, while this also didn't get a whole lot of recognition, there were tons of people playing it. There were. Alright, so first things first. Let's look at our character. Let's have one more opportunity to mod this weapon, if it'll let us. Add a mod. Still won't let us add the magazine or the ammunition. Alright. Let's find the PvP. I mean, we can enter it from right here. Matchmaking. Leave match. We were never in one. Matchmaking. Finding a quick match. Waiting for 13 more players. Yeah, that's the thing. This game is ancient, dude. And if you couldn't handle moving it over with upgrades to current gen, then just don't. I mean, I realize it's free and I didn't have to pay for it, but a lot of people did pay for it because when they introduced... Nice. Yeet my car. When they introduced the class system, they said, you know, hey, you don't have to pay for the game. Oh, Nostalgia is here. Let's try that again. Nostalgia is here. Too many S's there, Snes. But we're glad you're here. Welcome to the stream. But when they started this out, they painted it up as, oh, well, you have these classes, but yeah, you can play for free, but you need to buy this class pack so you get all this crap with your class. A lot of people did that. There were like, I think, 2 or 3 different tiers you could buy in at. So what about those people? They're probably feeling pretty robbed right now. And I don't get into those people like, why are you crying about it? It was just $30. Are you poor? Bubba dubba dubba dubba. That's also something a lot of people in the mobile community talk about. I wipe my butt with $100 bills. I'm better than you. If I had them, I wouldn't wipe my butt with them. And I have had them, and I still didn't wipe my butt with them. That you're damage controlling. You're excusing somebody. It's like somebody walked into the room and ripped the biggest, stinkiest fart, and you're like, well, who cares? I love to smell farts. I like the smell of people's butts. I love it. Must be something wrong with you. No, I'm not excusing it. Not excusing it. Absolute horse dunk. Your product doesn't work. We were having some issues, but they're all fixed now. Look, there's people here. So it's like, oh, there's just nobody playing the game. There's tons of products out there that are like that. You know what I'm saying? But obviously that's not the case. All these people are playing the game. I paid full price day 1 collector's edition. I'll tell you what we played the heck out of was the dadgum beta, dude. Even though we knew that none of the beta stuff was going to transfer over to the actual game. I mean, what is this? So we're shooting the ground right now? There's no enemy and the whole game's frozen? It is. It's frozen on a... It's going to sit here for 18 minutes until this dies. Absolutely pathetic. It is, but apparently Defiance is too, Captain. Apparently it's just dumpster fire day. I actually considered dumping some money into this game again because of having played it this week and really getting into what it was doing, but nah, not now. Some bull dunk. What an absolute waste. What an absolute waste of a TNL on a product that doesn't work. I'm telling you, dude, get it going. I'll look at the PS4 version tonight and see if I have these same problems, but unbelievable. We're mainly playing this again because of the... I've never done a Defiance video that people weren't genuinely interested in. We've had a great response to our whole ongoing series of streams and videos done on this game. And I can dig it. The passion's there, man. This is a game that I've so enjoyed. But Trion has never got it together. And they've had enough time to get it. Now they're just letting it do what it's doing. You know, oh, well, hopefully people will give us money and we'll just sit here and pick our butts. Dude, you could, I mean, if you've really exhausted what you're able to do as a company, say it. Come out there and tell everybody. I mean, they're just like Arcade 1-Up with their snarky tweets. Come see what's new in this today. Really cool. Da, da, da. It doesn't work, dude. Get over it. Admit your shortcomings and quit being so full of crap. Say, look, we're terrible as a company. This is as good as it's going to get. Say those kind of things. Oh, I did some damage to something. Are you kidding me? I mean, my time's valuable. I don't want to be vested in your product if you knew from day one it was going to end up being a piece of garbage. I'm emotionally and physically vested in this game. Ice, you said you were too. You spent, you know, hours and hours. And you know what? It's bad enough that we've lost all our progress, and I'm still willing to give you another shot. Do you know how rare that is? That is not something I do. All that does is speak to how much I love Defiance. But after today, waiting for 14 more players, how many do you need? Oh, some loot. Yay! I've got loot. I'm saying that it's not right, man. If you're not going to support this, just tell everybody in your next tweet. I don't want to hear about this new thing you added in or 80 patches you say are coming that you're vague about and don't say it. Just tell everybody. This game's a piece of crap. We don't support it anymore. It's hog diarrhea, so don't play it anymore. Because chances are in a few days we're going to shut all the servers down and go hide out with the money we've made. Tell everybody that. Don't make me waste any more time on it. Spent this whole week playing parts of the campaign I've already done, saying, you know what, we need to do some more live streams of this, we need to promote some Defiance awareness. But for what? It doesn't work. The matchmaking's broken. Calm down, dude. The next day it was fine. Don't do that either. Don't come in and damage control one instance of a product that you know has had problems its entire life. Quit making excuses for people. Fix it!
Instability in the crystal.
I'm not saying I could do it better, but I'm not asking for your money.
Never stood a chance.
Honesty is the best policy. Let us know. Waiting for 14 more players. Well, maybe nobody was playing. Well, there's a reason for that too. Because while I have been spending time on this week, I've been seeing issues, man. Different ones. Enemies that couldn't be damaged. Quests that got stuck. Arc falls that were on a timer but weren't happening. I mean, this is the most simple, basic functions of the game. And at this point, it doesn't work. I realize MMOs take constant maintenance. But at a certain point, it's like it never has worked. At a certain point, that's where you're at with it. And all these people that love MMOs, I just don't see how they have the patience. I don't have that kind of patience. I can't deal with that. There's too many other products out there that do work that I could spend what little game time I actually have on. I was enraged the other night when Days Gone had the save game glitch. I lost almost 2 hours of gameplay. Quit crying, that's not a big deal. Yeah, maybe not to you, because you live in a basement and frickin' play 48 hours a day and live off SpaghettiOs. And I'm happy for you. I'm not judging you. But I don't have that luxury, and my time is more valuable than that, and I'm not going to excuse it. Your game doesn't save? Are you frickin' kidding me? My 1987 Zelda cartridge will still save. You don't get to make that excuse. OAS Gaming has joined us. Welcome, OG. You are in time to see me get very upset about a stream that is completely derailed due to the inconsistencies of Trion Worlds and what should be a celebrated successful product that's really just a cold turd. You know, I never played World of Warcraft. I played old Warcraft. I know that I don't have time in my life for something like that. This is straight diarrhea, yo. This is just straight diarrhea. I've lost all will to play this game now because I'm sitting here doing work, and at some point this is going to die. I thought maybe this game had some action going and that maybe I hadn't been on it in a while. I was going to come back. There'd still be a core player base. There'd be something to return to. And it looked like there was until tonight. This is just sad. We can't competitive matchmake. We can't do anything. We've already found broken raids, broken weapon modification, and broken matchmaking. All in the same dadgum stream. Hippopotamus farts, dude. Big old flappy butt cheek ones. Brown splatters going everywhere. Absolutely ridiculous. What a freaking diarrhea puddle. There's nothing left to do, man. There just isn't. We're waiting for 14 more players. That's what this stream should have been called. Waiting for players. That said, I
We've
have
got
not
mutated
played.
soldiers incoming.
Let's see if anybody's
This
playing
mission
that.
will be dangerous. We'll depart as soon as we have a large enough team.
Anything. I have not played PvP on this game in a long time. But I've never had issues getting into it. It was always seamless. You could go in and out, in and out. You know, you right back where you were when you get done with it and right back to the campaign again. Seamless. That's not what we're experiencing here. But we are seeing other players. We're just seeing a bunch of other issues too. So just absolute hog diarrhea. And I don't want to hear this, well, they were down for maintenance. They were down for maintenance 2 days ago. They're down for maintenance every time I look. Social media, dude, I don't even want to know that much about it, but it's just constantly down for maintenance, down for maintenance, down for maintenance, I'm down for maintenance, down for maintenance. What are you doing? You're not maintaining it. It's not maintained. It's not fixed. God, this thing vibrates. But it sounded like a fart, and that accurately describes what we've dealt with here. Mr. Tight White is in here. Welcome, T-Dub. You're here to see the tail end of this horrible Defiance stream. What a joke. What an absolute joke. What an absolute joke. Yeah, it needs to be down for maintenance until they fix it all. But here's the problem, and I think I danced around this and didn't actually hit the nail on the head. The problem with Trion is they're incapable. With the character transfers and all that, what they promised, they didn't even know if they could do it. And come to find out, they couldn't. So, they made a promise they couldn't keep, and they've got a game they can't maintain. Horse farts. Let's get on Twitter and complain about it now. Guys, I appreciate everybody that did come out. We did not get to modify the gun like we wanted to because of a bug in the attachments. We did not get to do the raids we wanted to do because there was a bug in 1 or 2 of those, like that last one that had invisible enemies. And we can't matchmake because it's just not doing it, even though there's people here. I mean, this thing can't even get a 4-person match going. And, you know, again, I just have to believe that that's an issue with the matchmaking itself, not lack of people on the server. There has been no shortage of people playing this game in any of the bigger raids I've participated in this week. That's my testimony. That's where we're leaving it. What a disappointment, but you know what? Still great stuff coming in TNL. We've got a great look back at so many wonderful things that we've done in recent past that have done well and has been received well on the channel, and I think we're all still genuinely interested in looking at together and having some fun with. I don't know if Defiance is going to be all among those. We're going to check out the PS4 version tonight and just see if anything's different with that. Sometimes it's better on one side than it is the other, but I can bet it's not. So, I thought I had to fart, but I didn't. But even my farts are too embarrassed to come out. Everybody, thanks so much for coming out. Drop a like on this, even though there wasn't much to like, and I will see each and every one of you again next time. Trion sucks.